Yo, what's up, guys? It's me, BG Titan Avatar, and I'm going to talk to you about The Legend of Korra, Episode 7, The Aftermath. And holy crap, is that an amply named title. Whoa. 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 Just saying. Okay, first, I'm going to apologize to all Asami fans. I might have been wrong about Asami being a spy. Drat. But no, dude, I liked Asami. Don't get me wrong, I did like Asami before all this happened, but I wasn't crazy about her. But this episode, whatever. She's like my top 5 now. Whatever. Unfortunately, this means she kicked Bolin off his spot in my top 5, so I'm sorry, guys. This episode opens up with Tarlock doing the introduction instead of the announcer dude. And I guess it's kind of symbolic since, pro bending's kind of over for now. For this season, at least. And he's talking about how Chief Bei Fong kind of let everybody down when Amon invaded the pro bending rink. And she needs to be replaced or whatever. And I'm just like, you sorry son of a... I just want to punch him in the face. He's such a jerk. Who could have saw Amon doing that? Because, that was just... Whoa. Yeah, I was kind of upset about that. And then we see Korra. She goes up to the pro bending arena to go talk to Mako and Bolin and invite them to stay with her at Air Temple Island, but Asami's already beat her to it. And Asami has invited them to stay at their mansion. They're kind of happy about it because they're like, we could be living the high life. What's up? What's up? And so Asami invites Korra to come hang out with them in her pool at her place. And let's just say Asami in a swimsuit is not helping the Makora situation. Not helping. Oh, God. But I'll admit I was kind of drooling when I saw Mako and Bolin in the pool. Bolin should have his hair wet always. Just saying. But before this scene, sorry, I got a little carried away because I like this scene a lot. Before that scene, we get to see Korra and Tano. We get to see Tano again, and I was on the verge of tears when I saw my baby like that. My baby should always look spiffy, and he should always have that very nice little hairpiece, and he should not look like he just got pulled out of the gutter. It hurt me. It just hit me in the fan gut. It hurts a lot to see my baby like that. Anyway, and then we go to the pool thing, and she's like, hey, Korra, you want to hang out or something? And Korra's like, what, you gonna take me shopping or do a makeover or something? Great. And she's like, no, I got something way cooler in mind. Dude, she takes her out to the racetrack that they have in their backyard or something. The animation here bugged me. I don't know what it was, really, but the animation in this scene bugged me. It didn't really fit well with what I thought was going on. But, dude, Asami just proves to be wow. She proves she can take care of herself. That's all I'm saying about that. And Korra even says, I thought you were just a prissy rich girl, but, you're okay. And she's like, well, it's no big deal. I've been in self-defense classes since I was little. And right there, oh my god. This episode is so awesome. Asami is awesome. And then when they go back to the mansion, Korra goes to the bathroom, and there's a little thing where she, picks up the powder puff thing, and just, there's this music playing that's, kind of tension-inducing, and she just spurts it on her face, and I'm just like, no. I probably would do that, because I have no clue how to apply that nicely, but it was funny, because she's like, challenge accepted, and then the powder puff probably be like, girl, please, whatever, you can't do this. But then we get to overhear Hiroshi Sato talking on the phone to somebody. He's like, in a week we'll be ready to strike or whatever, and all the fans in the world probably like, he's an equalist, or he's working for the equalist or something like that, So Korra kind of makes a hasty getaway from the mansion and goes talk to Tenzin and Lin. And we find out that Hiroshi Sato actually did lose his wife to a firebender. Seriously, guys, another freaking firebender? I give up. From now on, whenever anybody dies, I'm just gonna say, oh, I bet it's a firebender. Oh, I bet the firebenders did that one too. Okay, whatever. I've given up on all hope of a waterbender or a earthbender being accused of anything. Um, but and so they go back to the estate, and Asami's kind of ticked off that Korra and Lin and Tenzin are questioning her father's honor, and it's just, she's ticked. She's just kind of ticked about this whole thing. And then, and then, and I mean, it's just, yeah, she's not very pleased. And Hiroshi Sato is very cooperative. He gives them permission to check all his factories, and then, like, this guy inconspicuously, like, hands Korra a note, and by the time she looks up, nobody's, like, really there. And it says to meet the guy under the Silk Road Bridge, which I thought was kind of cool, because we just learned about the Silk Road in world history. And so he's like an informant. And he just tells them basically that he didn't know that the Equalists were going to go this far. And that Hiroshi Sato has another factory under his house. Under his freaking house! Speaking of informants, I forgot to mention at the very beginning of this episode, we see Lin Beifong is arresting Cabbage Corp's head guy. And we can see a statue of the Cabbage Man and all that. And his line, the Cabbage guy says, he goes, "Not my Cabbage Corp!" Sorry, I had to put that in there, else I would have just been fooling around there. But that brought back memories. And then they go to Hiroshi Sato's house, and Hiroshi Sato's not there, but Asami is still kind of ticked off. And Mako's like, "Okay, Korra, are you seriously this jealous that you're going to accuse Hiroshi Sato of whatever?" And she's like, "This is not about me being jealous." Which we all know she is, but not at this exact moment. And Mako's being a complete douche by saying, "You know what, if you're gonna keep doing this, we're not friends anymore." And I'm just like, oh my god, you jerk. But she doesn't let that get in the way of anything. She goes on with her gut, and yeah, Hiroshi Sato's actually up to something, because, like, they go to the workshop where he supposedly is supposed to be, and Lin does the ultimate, oh my god, this right here just sealed the deal for me. I was like, okay, you're an awesome character. Because she did Toph's seismic sense move. Like, the footing of her, boot moved away, and she just, boom, it was like back from Blind Bandit. I was just like, oh my god, it's amazing. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I was like just squealing the entire time this happened. And there's a tunnel under the workshop. Asami didn't know about it, and we're like, okay, just let her stay. And they all go down there except for Mako, Bolin, and Asami. They're left guarded by one guy, and right there, people suspect maybe she'll betray them, maybe she won't. But, you know, I had faith in her character from here that she wouldn't, or at least I hoped. And so they go down there. It turns out to be a freaking trap. There's metal down there called platinum. We all know what platinum is. But it cannot be bent by metal benders. That's wrong. Even Toph couldn't have bent that, apparently. I felt my gut kind of twist and worry there. Well, eventually, Lin and her cops and Tenzin, and we could see Tenzin actually do some serious airbending. That was freaking awesome. But Korra also they all just get defeated by these big giant robots that are also made of platinum. Hiroshi Sato reveals himself as the ultimate bad guy in this episode, and knocks them all out, and he says, "Load them up, we're taking them to Amon." And so they're loading the cops up. Bolin and Mako found a way to sneak down here. I thought it was funny because they kind of tied up the cop from upstairs, and he's like, "Oh yes, that seems very familiar." "Oh yeah, because you said it." Because, you know, earlier he's like, "Just wait here till the cops come back, the chief comes back," and Bolin kind of used it against him. But they get down there, Mako's trying to carry Korra, and Bolin's trying to carry Tenzin, and then they both try to pick up Lin, but then, you know, Hiroshi catches them, and he's like, "Yo, this just... oh, this ticks me off. You benders thinking you're awesome and stuff." And then, you know what really got me was my daughter tromping around with a no-good firebending street rat like you. And I'm like, you did not just call Mako a street rat, you jerk! You... I felt Aladdin a little bit there, but also just pure rage at the fact that he just belittled Mako. That was not cool, man. Not cool. And then Asami shows up, and she's like, why? I love that why. It was just like, it induced a bit of a tear for me. And then he's like, they took your mother away from me, the love of my life, and they've caused so much damage to the world. Join me. Join the dark side. Luke, I am your father. Sorry, had to be done. But yeah, this is like a serious Star Wars moment for me, because she hesitates. He holds out the glove for her to take. And you can see her shaking as she's about to take it. And she takes it, and like, Korra's waking up by now, and they're all like shocked that she took it. And she puts it on her hand, and as soon as she puts it on her hand, you get this evil look on her. And then she goes, I love you, Dad, and shocks the crap out of him. I was like, yes! I knew it! I knew you weren't evil! Yeah, I'm gonna say that now, guys. I knew she wasn't evil. My pettiness. But then, she just, like, kicks Lieutenant's butt while she's at it, shocks her dad, gets everybody up there, and everybody had this, like, the shocked look on their face. Even Korra, she's like, what? Anyway, they escape, but the metal bundle cops don't. I was kind of sad about that. And Lynn says, oh, Lynn's ticked. Oh my god, she's ticked. Because she says, I'm turning in my resignation tomorrow, and Tenzin's like, you cannot give up. And she's like, I'm not giving up, but I'm going to do this my way, outside the law, and get my cops back. And I'm like, go Lynn, your mama going to be proud of you, sister. And then Korra does the most mature thing she's done all season. She looks at Mako after he apologized for kind of being a jerk, and after she says she kind of wished it wasn't Hiroshi, but then she goes, Asami's welcome to stay on Air Temple Island along with you guys, and she needs you, Mako. And she kind of nudges him back into her arms. And I'm just like, no! The Korra in me is like, no, but the awesomeness in me is just like, yes! Because, it's so mature, and I appreciate Korra's character a lot more for her doing the mature thing and not letting her feelings get away of this relationship. And I loved the character development for Asami in this episode, because we see she's not just a little pretty rich girl, like Korra said in episode, 5. But yes, this was just fantastic episode. The only thing that bugged me throughout this entire episode was the fact that the racetrack animation scene was, I don't know what it was, but it didn't sit right with me. But other than that, everything else was awesome. I love this episode. The character development, like I said, was amazing. And I will see you guys next time for episode 8. Don't know what it's called yet, but we'll figure out soon. BG Titan Avatar is out. Peace.